Hi guys, welcome to the Skyline View podcast with some new people. Right now we have Hanz Mathews. We'll have this new podcast out like this from now on. But first off, sorry if I'm saying if I'm having an offensive Southern accent. So funny story. Nancy, our advisor, actually he was doing kind of like a funny bit in class, and to kind of annoy her, I started making the Southern accent. And now she's asked me to stop, so now I actually have to keep going. Now that she says I have, can you actually stop? So yeah, that's my story. I'm Mark David Magat. I'm the current editor at large. Hanz, can you please tell us who you are?
Hi. Like you said, I'm Hanz Mathews. I'm a staff writer for
No, you're multimedia editor, right?
Stop.
Yeah, man.
Staff writer and multimedia editor.
You gotta own it, man.
Yeah. Own it.
Yeah. So should we get started on our topics list? So yeah.
So do you want to talk about the upcoming game Last of Us?
Yes, I found the trailer finally came out. It was in my opinion, it was actually really, really good. It had the motion there, it had the action, and also that final reveal, which, Ellie's being held back while some cars drove by, and the reveal of Joel kind of saving her butt was actually quite amazing. I was like, yeah, my boy. But
really?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
When I saw the gameplay, and it was like, the graphics are amazing.
Yeah, next gen is. Yeah. I mean, not current gen now, but current gen is so good.
It's still going to be on PS4, right?
I think so. Yeah, they announced the new consoles a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's coming out next year, and I don't think the consoles will be out by then. But maybe they'll make a remaster for the new consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but any thoughts on?
I like the fact that the story focuses on Ellie now instead of Joel.
Yeah, Joel had a great. The Last of Us, the first game was actually really good in my opinion. I loved it. And it was a great introduction to the whole thing with Joel because he had a laugh before the apocalypse, and with all of this kind of mayhem, we kind of saw a man who had a normal laugh, but now was forced into the apocalypse.
Especially for the first one, the prologue.
Yeah,
the prologue. God. It hits me so hard.
Yeah, actually.
How?
Yeah, it was so good.
You get to control
his Sarah, his daughter. Yeah, and it's actually I was actually so emotional that the first time I played it at a friend's house, I had to stop playing because I have a 5-year-old niece at home, and I just kind of put myself in Joel's shoes. Like if I ever lost my niece, I don't even want to think about it because it's crazy.
Worst thing that you could ever.
Yeah, to anybody.
That's why when I first played the game, I was like, is this really the girl from the cover? Because they look different.
Nothing alike. Yeah. Well,
she's blonde.
She's blonde, and she doesn't have the same facial structure. Ellie, what looks like what's that chick from what's that chick from X-Men? Kitty Pryde, the person who played Kitty Pryde.
Oh.
Ellen Page or something.
Yeah, Ellen Page.
Yeah, like Ellen Page. He looked like Ellen Page. So.
Yeah, at first, but I looked into it a bit more, and I think it looks more like who voiced over Ellie?
Oh, I forgot her name.
Her name is Johnson or something.
Yeah, I forgot her name, but she's a great voice actor. Especially he's I don't know. He looks like an adult, but he plays a 14-year-old really, really well.
Yeah, I think they mixed her face and Ellen Page.
Ellen Page, yeah. Face. Well, actually, did you hear about the lawsuit that Ellen Page put on Naughty Dog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's actually because of that thing where it's Ellie looks so much like Ellen Page looks so much like Ellie that he was like, you gotta steal my likeness basically, and you had to change her facial structure because he was basically Ellen Page.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That's why they had to put a little bit more, make it more different, more
Yeah, the actual voice actor. Yeah. So yeah, I mean also going into the new game where you now control Ellie rather than Joel. Maybe you might control Joel here and there, but like it's Ellie's game.
Yeah.
It's honestly a great kind of step forward. Like The Walking Dead by Telltale.
Yeah. Telltale.
It was a great escalation where you were first Lee, who was
the girl.
Clementine. Clementine is
yeah.
amazing. Clem.
Amazing.
Yeah, like
amazing character.
Yeah, first it was like your like Lee's relationship to Clem, how Lee basically takes care of Clem,
and like how their relationship progressed. It's really the same. It's so similar to Last of Us.
Yeah. I mean, like it's and like I can see also like the game progression from like game to game.
Yeah.
Also similar to Walking Dead and Last of Us, because at first you were controlling kind of like the mentor figure.
Yeah.
You were, controlling someone who had more experience, more of an adult, and now in the second season or the second
you're
episode,
controlling another.
You're controlling the person that person was taking care of.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
yeah, so I love that kind of like progression in storytelling.
Yeah, it's not like those like typical game where you just control one character.
Yeah, I mean, like I love those games just to flesh out, their character, but like I also love kind of like the perspective of the same character but from like a different person. Yeah, like you can do so much from like one point of view. Like if you're going from this person's point of view all the time, then it's always right. But if you go from Ellie's standpoint or like Clem's standpoint with Lee, it's very like maybe Lee didn't do the best he could have. Maybe Joel was a bit too soft. Maybe something like that. Yeah, so I kind of like that progression. Yeah, that all we can talk about with Last of Us.
Last of Us. So
I'm like, is that it?
There's definitely more to cover.
Yeah, there's more to cover. But what do you think we should cover?
There was an issue. Like, it's not an issue for me, but it's.
Does it have to do with?
It's about
Ellie's sexuality.
Ellie's sexuality.
Yeah, I mean,
on the first trailer.
Yeah, she's
people were kind of like, oh my god.
No, but like if you've been playing the game and you followed the story through and through, you knew that he wasn't straight.
Yeah, like, from the like they had a DLC, right?
Yeah, DLC with her.
From that point, I already knew that
he wasn't straight. Yeah, like her relationship with Riley was so beautiful. I actually loved it. It's kind of like a young high school crush, but like in the zombie apocalypse. I found it really cute.
Yeah. And
I love how they're kind of expanding upon that, like being like, now she's an adult. She can actually do whatever the hell she wants. Like before she could still done that, but now she's like, by society's standpoint, which is dead in that timeline, she can do whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah. I really don't know why people are ranting about it. Because, bro, you played the first one.
Yeah, also it's like it's a modern age. Like, why are you like in such a tiffy about like two people who are of the same sex wanting to be with each other? Like, who cares? Like, does it affect you? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because like I always saw kind of like these viewpoints of like racism, sexism, and like homophobia. I always saw it as like imagine yourself in the diet, right?
Yeah.
And you go up to someone and being like, "Oh, I'm on a non meat diet."
Yeah.
And so you can't eat meat. Like, why? That's just basically the viewpoint I see with all these stuff, like all the stuff that like people judge other people on. Like, how does that affect you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, I really don't know. Like, just keep it to yourself. Like, you don't have to
Yeah, like there's a thing called freedom of speech, but like, if your freedom of speech ends up offending people and make causing more harm than good, then
just keep it to yourself.
It's much better just keep to yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's our thoughts on The Last of Us, especially The Last of Us 2 trailer. It was amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Any last thoughts?
Definitely wanna play that game.
Yeah, same here. Like I have an Xbox One, but I kind of want to buy a PS4 just so I could get. Yeah.
That's actually the reason why I bought PS4.
Was it for Last of
Us?
Because
I'm more of a PC gamer.
Yes, I am.
When I saw the first trailer for The Last of Us, the first Last of Us, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get PS4 right now.
Yeah, honestly, I was on the fence when God of War 4 was it?
The Ascension.
No, no, no,
I think it's
no, not
4.
Syndicate. No, it's 4 with Atreus.
Before before the.
No, it's after everything. It's the new.
It's
Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I heard the story was amazing.
I
Also, it what?
I played the game.
Yeah,
it's
like
amazing.
like it brings a new perspective to like the revenge tale, like of a dude who doesn't really who got his revenge, but never really it never satisfied him. That's actually a great kind of like story to tell. Like all these revenge tales in movies and video games and all these types of media, they all say like revenge is basically getting justice, but like like it's not. Yeah. Like a lot of times really it doesn't fix anything.
Yeah, because as you know, he has a son now.
Yeah, he has a son now.
Yeah,
and if you haven't played the game, just first of all, full spoilers. We're gonna talk full spoilers about anything here. So
yeah, just
you'll be prepared for that.
Heads up.
I actually put it before we talk about anything. I just put that there, just like spoiler warning. But yeah, like.
So the thing is, he's not doing it like for revenge. Now he's doing it.
Like
he's doing it for
he's not acting on violence.
Yeah.
For self-fulfillment or revenge. He's doing it for the safety of his son.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. Also, that twist at the end of Trace's real name is amazing. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Remember, spoiler warning. His son's Loki. So my theory with God of War is that
like the fact that we jump right into it. Like
but like my theory with God of War is that Odin or Thor will come down and kill our favorite ghost of Sparta, and will actually adopt Loki or Atreus, as whatever you want to call him, into like godship, and make him the god of mischief. So I think he will die at the end of this. That's my theory.
I'm pretty sure he would. There's a chance that Kratos would die on the second.
Yeah, for me, I would think like second or third. Like this is a new trilogy. In my mind, it's a new trilogy. So maybe we can draw this out, make this an epic trilogy. But like. I love like our revenge monster. I love Kratos, but like I just want to see him have a satisfying end, or at least an end that like kind of just like fits him. Like I also don't want it to keep going and going and going.
Yeah, same thing. I just want them to put a good end like on
to his story, kind of like
story.
Kind of like
because because on the first one, like
it was just like
we didn't really get a good ending.
We didn't get a good.
I mean, the game is good, but we didn't get we didn't get what we wanted for him, like from his ending, which is his ending.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, I didn't even feel like we got a great story out of like God of War, like the first few God of War games. Like it was all like the testosterone, like just killing gods after gods after gods. Like
because he's doing it for his self.
Yeah, like you didn't come to God of War at the beginning for like the amazing story. You went there just to kick some ass and make it look cool. Like to like be on a giant statue and just like slashing down his face or like beating the crap out of Zeus. Like you want to be like you. That's why you came to God of War at the beginning. But now it's become such an amazing thing where it's like, oh, like so you had your revenge. You had all this stuff. You finally fulfilled you're supposed to be fulfilled, but like you're not.
There's something that he's fighting for now.
Yeah. Yeah, like now he's not just fighting for his revenge or himself. Yeah. He's fighting for the safety of his son, and I love that. Yeah. So should we move on to Disney Plus? Well, we'll move this one for like after Disney Plus. Yeah. Have you heard of Disney, like the Disney Plus shows?
I actually haven't
heard anything
about it. So can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, I'll inform you. So Netflix and Hulu and all that streaming service stuff.
I do have Netflix.
Yeah, well, Disney's actually trying their hand at kind of what's it called? The streaming services stuff with their own TV shows, own movies on this streaming service.
Yeah.
And so, they have a lot of IPs, but they have kind of like, compared to Netflix and other streaming services, they have a limited, viewing like experience. But like, out of their lineup for the next few like years, they have like amazing Marvel shows. They have amazing Star Wars shows. They have like great other stuff. And to be honest, I was kind of holding off on trying to get Disney Plus because I thought it wasn't worth it. But then when I saw the Marvel lineup and the Star Wars lineup, especially like the Mandalorian for Star Wars, I was like, crap, maybe I have to.
But in Netflix, there are
Marvel.
Marvel.
They took it down.
They took it down.
Well, no. I mean, like, they canceled it, but I don't know if they took it down. But like, they're not continuing with Netflix.
Yeah, because I can still see like movies like Thor Ragnarok.
I mean, eventually they'll take them down just so they can put them on Disney Plus, because Disney Plus is still in the works.
Yeah.
But they already announced like a new Scarlet Witch movie. Series. Loki series.
They even have Loki, right? I saw it on their Instagram.
Yeah, it's going off the timeline.
Kept releasing it.
Yeah, it's going off the timeline where Loki stole the Space Stone.
The Space Stone.
Yeah, in Endgame. Again, spoilers. But like, yeah, so it's going off of that timeline, and apparently because Scarlet Witch will be in Doctor Strange, like the new Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. So the Scarlet Witch TV show will actually kind of have a
just
prelude.
to build up, No,
but also like in story wise, it actually is actually showing a lot of like what happened to Scarlet Witch, and maybe like my theory is she gets so desperate trying to get the people that she loved back that she ends up going a bit mad herself. And Scarlet Witch from the comic books, right?
Like she's
basically
killed like the entire X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, like,
bro.
No,
just
like on what I know,
like
she could destroy and create universes like with a snap of her finger, just because she wants to. Like, she's that powerful, and also in the comic book, she was kind of an emotionally unstable person, and I wanted to see that more in the MCU because like, she is such a amazing character, but she had so many depths and layers, but also she was like basically a god.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Remember what she did, like, on the, Endgame?
Where he was, like, ripping apart Thanos?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if Thanos wasn't a punk and, like, called cannons...
If he didn't order, like...
he would be ripped apart.
Shoot the cannons and stuff, bro, he's gonna die.
Yeah, to be honest, like, I kind of wish there was a rated R version of the movie, just so we could just see Scarlet Witch just rip them apart and all the, like, guts and glory and all that. It's amazing. And also, have you seen The Mandalorian? Are you into Star Wars?
Star Wars a little bit, but
a little bit. So there's a new TV show on Disney Plus called The Mandalorian, and it's kind of going off of like the Boba Fett idea, and it's kind of going off the same vibe as Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of going off of that, like more boots on the ground, more like down to earth style.
It doesn't really goes to the Star Wars main story, but it's like connected to it.
It's connected, but like
it's its own like.
It has its own vibe. Yeah. Like when you think of Star Wars, you think of like this grand, like epic of space war with space wizards and like laser guns and like ship battles. But with Rogue One, it kind of introduced kind of like the more espionage, like more like like this is actually a war.
Yeah.
Like people are dying. Like in the trailer for Rogue One, there's actually a shot of a Star Destroyer on top of a city, and for me, I felt like that kind of illustrated, like the power and kind of like the invincibility that the Empire had.
Yeah.
And so I feel like from the trailer we got from for The Mandalorian, it actually showed kind of like that same vibe of like it's very gritty, it's very like boots on the ground, very down to earth. Kind of like that stuff.
Nice.
So I'm really on the fence just because of that. Also, Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series with Ewan McGregor, and I'm Ewan McGregor. Like, you can think whatever you want about the prequels. Like, they could be good, they could be bad. Like, my opinion, they're not great. But like one of the things that you can't really dispute is that Ewan McGregor is probably one of the best parts in that movie. Like, he was amazing. Yeah. So I always love to see what he does because he's such a great actor, and he's actually playing Black Mask in the new Harley Quinn movie, Birds of Prey.
Oh, like for DC?
Yeah, for DC.
Oh.
He's playing Black Mask. You know Black Mask?
Black Mask. Mask.
Yeah, he's kind of like a he's kind of a gangster who like rules the criminal underworld in Gotham.
Just a heads up, I don't know, like...
Yeah, well, I can explain to you
I'm
later.
more of a Marvel, like...
Yeah, but like...
guy.
Yeah, but like... Black Mask basically like... If you mess with this guy, he will mess you up. Yeah. Like, he has some authority. Like, he has no superpowers. Like, he just had Black Mask melt down to his face. But, like, he has some pulls. Yeah. So, you don't really want to be messing with him. And Ewan McGregor is playing him. So, I'm like, yeah.
Definitely gonna look into that.
Yeah, like, Black Mask is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what movies are you looking forward to this October?
Definitely Joker.
Yeah. Same.
Like,
yeah, like
hands down. Like, I want to see what the new Joker can do.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
First of all, I love Joaquin Phoenix. He's an amazing actor. He's a method actor too. Like in my theater days, I actually considered myself a method actor as well. And well, he's amazing from the trailer.
Like, from the trailer, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Also from like even like remember the Dark Knight trilogy with Heath Ledger, it feels more like realistic than.
Like he's kind of like the realistic, like, you know.
No, but like when people think realistic, they think Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
like that
definitely.
Joker. No, but like I feel like Joaquin Phoenix was like even more realistic. Like this guy can be like Tom walking down the street being like, "Yo, I'm gonna like get drunk tonight." Like it could be him.
Yeah.
Like I could be like, "Yo, Tom, what you doing tonight?" I'm like, he'd be like, I'm gonna get drunk and blow up a school. Like because that I feel like Joaquin Phoenix brings such a like amazing realism to it that
his like the way he act, like the way he portrays Joker, like it's so natural. Like,
like he's just so into it that it just feels like second nature. Like not even second nature, like first nature.
First nature. Yeah, that's like him.
Yeah,
it's
like
his personality.
Also, a big thing that I love about the Joker movie is that they actually want to kind of. Like from what I heard of the reports, they wanted to kind of go down the line of like discovering mental illness and like, and also it's set in the 70s or kind of like in before kind of like a mental health revolution. So it's kind of like a person with mental health condition going through the mental health process back then, but like it wasn't great back then. Yeah. So I want to see their take on that, and also I heard it's pretty graphic. Pretty graphic. Sorry, I shouldn't be cursing. But yeah, it's pretty graphic.
Yeah. I mean, definitely really want to know more about his backstory because,
I mean, for
we
me...
never really...
Yeah, in the comic books...
In the comic books, yes.
No, we haven't even... In the comic books, we have...
In the comic books?
No, like... Okay, so... for me, I personally don't like having an origin story for Joker because his greatest power is actually what he does, but not where it comes from. Actually, I feel like he has more power because we're not really sure where he comes from. Like the most, the thing that we all kind of agree on that is his backstory is Ace Chemical's Red Hood story. But even that he said like I sometimes remember one way, other times I remember the other or another way. So we don't really know if he if he's being reliable. So I actually wasn't on board with kind of the origin story for Joker, but then once I saw the trailers, once I saw Joaquin Phoenix's acting, once I saw kind of like the direction they were going, I was like, I'm not fully on board, but like I want to see what the hell this is.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
just his acting made it more
the
movie more like interesting.
Yeah. Also, what the small little thing that I love about his about trailers and his acting is that when he laughs, it actually sounds painful to him.
I know.
Yeah, like he's like it feels like he's forcing a laugh. Like in the trailer he said like all I see is darkness. Like
like you can like feel the fear like from his laugh,
Yeah, like not just like you feel fear from him, but you also but like for me, like you could also see the fear that's inside him that he's trying to cover. Like it's amazing, Joaquin Phoenix. Like when I just heard Joaquin Phoenix was on the project, I was like, okay, I'm watching that. I don't care what it is. I don't care. Like if it could just be him sitting down near a campfire, being like reciting Nightblade and being like, okay, cool. I'm down. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Joaquin Phoenix is such a great actor. So, yeah.
Yes. Definitely gonna do more gonna do an article. Gonna write a article about it.
Do you want to write the review or do I write the review? Because I kind of want to write the review.
You want to write a review?
Yeah, or I mean, like we could work together. We just watch the movie together, and we can have like a side by side, like a Joker fanboy, like a Joker obsessed person,
sure. I'm down.
and like kind of like a person who just was a bit more mainstream.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of ends our first segment. We'll be back after the small break to reset and do all that stuff. So yeah. So hi, we're back from that little intermission. We just had to do some technical stuff.
Oh, can I say something before we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say, shout out to my girlfriend, Signy Lagarde.
Yeah.
Love you.
I see your guys post on Instagram. You two are like the sweetest little couple.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just like you guys are so cute. Like
Thank you.
Every time I go on Instagram, you two are like always like so buddy and so like lovey dovey. I'm like, I wish I had that.
You
like,
will.
Eventually, but like not now because I'm focused on school and life and all that. Bull, like I shouldn't be cursing. I'll bleep that out. Bleep. But like
Alright, thank you.
So high school. Let's talk about a little bit of something a bit lighter. High school. How was it for you?
Oh, I hated high school.
First of all, how long have we been out of high school? How old are you, and when was the last time you went to high school?
So back when I was in the Philippines, I was a junior.
Yes.
So, but when I moved here in the United States, I was too young, so they put me back to freshman.
Yeah, well, it's because
in the Philippines
we don't have middle school in the Philippines.
Yeah, in the Philippines. That's why, they're like oh, you're too young, so you have to.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you're 14, you have to put you in freshman. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, so you're like, great, another 4 years of this like crap.
Yeah.
Great.
It didn't really go too well for me.
Especially high schools in America, from my experience, are like, and that's the only experience I had. But like, oh my god.
Yeah, I spent most of my time just like ditching and
honestly same.
Doing some stupid stuff with my friends.
Honestly, same. Like, oh my god. Like actually, a lot of people assume that I graduated from Westmore. I went to Westmore High School I left at 2016. And a lot of people thought I had my high school diploma from there. I actually didn't. I dropped out because I was so behind that, like, basically I had to spend, like, a few more years there. And I'd rather, drop out. So I did.
Yeah.
And I actually got my high school diploma online because I got a full scholarship to an online school. So I skipped class so many times. And, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. How was your friend group back then?
What?
How was your friend group? Your core, buddies.
They're all like stoners. That's the reason why I got into so much trouble.
Yeah.
So one time, I remember ditching for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And then my school, which is Cappuccino High School, hi guys, sent a notice to my parents saying that, oh, if your son didn't go,
or get your sons back together.
Yeah, we're gonna file a lawsuit to your parents because it's illegal for you to not to go to school, right?
Because and
I got in so much trouble for that.
Yeah. First of all, it's great in concept that we're forcing kids to go to school. Kids should be educated.
Yeah.
To be honest, our education system is kind of crap because a lot of reasons, but and you're kind of forcing that to continue. So it feels kind of backwards to me.
I feel like they need to do something about it because it's just okay, yeah, they teach you about history, they teach you about all this they give you all this information, but once you graduate, you're just
what do you do with the information? Yeah.
Sorry about my language though, but what the fuck do you do now?
They
don't teach you about how to start a business. They don't teach you about how to do taxes.
Yeah.
And teach you about how to do mortgage and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, it's just once you graduate, you're just stuck. You don't know what to do.
Yeah, like have you heard those memes where it's like,
I'm not saying that it happens to everyone, but,
yeah, but
there
like,
are a lot of
like
people that are experiencing the same,
Yeah, like it's actually such a widespread thing in the U.S. because like there's actually memes about like people out of high school making memes about like when my parents ask me to do taxes, but I'm like I don't know what to do because my class is all like the information I have in my brain is about like mitosis. Like why am I going to use mitosis ever? I'm not going to science. I'm supposed to be a doctor, and this is like leaf stuff. Yeah. Like what? Like how am I ever going to use a leaf with mitosis?
Yeah.
So it's very funny. But like we were talking the other day about like cliques and like how both in Westmore in my time and Cappuccino and Yo time, we like everyone's kind of divided, and even in those divided groups, they were like even more divided. So can you tell me about your experience with that?
Oh man, like they're like different like ethnic groups. They just stick to their
Yeah. Speaking of which, a few weeks ago we actually put out a story online and on print about this exact same issue where we have on paper very diverse communities, but like they don't really meld with each other. Like the Filipinos stay here, Indians stay here, Mexicans stay here. Like they could talk, but like they don't.
Yeah, we just don't like.
Yeah, like we should though. Yeah, like we're just so comfortable with our own like kind of like group that like we just stick together.
Yeah. Like to be honest, back in high school, all of my friends are like Filipinos.
Yeah, like honestly, same. Like I was a theater kid, and even in the theater department, we had like subdivisions of like like here's like kind of it wasn't really like connected to race, but here was like the party people, the serious people, the school people who are just here just to get it good on their resumes. Or there's people like me who are just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here. There's just, and I was usually like all alone.
Just kind of
like
feel left out, like because there's, it's like they have their own their own group.
Yeah, like they're all established already, and like you try to interject, but like you feel even in the group you feel excluded because they're always talking about like stuff that you don't know about. Like with the party group that we had. They was talking about like, we should twerk, or we should go to a party, we should go drink. Like during cast parties, we should get trash, even though it's illegal. Yeah. And I was like, I just kind of want to get this play done. Like I just want to get this done, just make my parents proud for once. But it's very. I mean, high school is a very volatile place. Like I'm a script writer, and I actually love to write about high school because it's such a genuinely like sensitive time. Like a lot of people are showing so much emotions with puberty, with like a growing body, and just people are just showing a lot of themselves in high school that I love, kind of like the toxicity, because it actually has a lot of potential for storytelling.
Yeah.
So but like would I ever go back? Hell no.
There's no way.
Hell no.
I hate writing an essay. I hate like Dead Week.
Dude, Dead Week?
Dead Week, oh my god.
Dude, Dead Week is
like... oh my... There's even a time where I cried because, I feel like I'm not going to graduate.
Yeah. I'm like... For me, my Dead Week was like, okay, I'm going to get... please, if you're underage, please don't do any of this. I'm not a good example.
Me too.
Please do not follow me.
Yeah.
But like, during Dead Week, I would actually get high, go to a park, and just start crying. Like I would always actually schedule my planner. I was like, okay, homework, study session, hang out with Paul. Also, go to the park and have a blunt while crying in the corner.
Me too. Like I just spent my entire high school just smoking weed.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, like,
and hanging out with friends, ditching, like staying at the park.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, like,
pretty much it, right?
when
there.
while you're in high school, please don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, but like
we're not tolerating you to do it.
Yeah, we're
just
trying to express that like high school was tough, but like to be honest, once you're of legal age and you feel like you need to, we're not saying you should. We ain't saying you shouldn't, but like, it's your life. Basically, you can choose whatever the hell you want. Yeah. But yeah. But speaking of like making dumb decisions in the heat of the moment, a special event happened last weekend. A special event.
What is that event?
The event, well, some people are trying to clap alien ass.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The Area 51.
Dude. What I loved about it was like before, the dude who made the Facebook page, the creator of the Facebook page was like,
he didn't expect that everyone would like.
No, he was like. He didn't just expect it, but he straight up was like, "Please don't do it."
Yeah,
because like you're gonna die.
It's either they're gonna shoot you down or you're gonna step on the landmines and just explode.
It's like I love the mindset of like they can't stop us all. That's how we won D-Day, but like in D-Day we also the people attacking also had guns too. Like they can fight back. Like what do you have?
Like a Naruto run?
Like can you Naruto run like 50 cal guns aiming at you? Nah, bro.
They're just gonna be like da, 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 da.
Yeah, like once you get there, you just like
drop down everyone.
Yeah, like once you get there, you're like everyone. Like you're just gonna get shot. Like
the people are just like crazy.
Honestly, I love humanity just because we're honestly very intelligent, very smart, but also for this kind of like range, we also need like the bottom of the barrel of intelligence, and I feel like that was them. Like, if you haven't heard about Area 51, it actually did happen. There's about like 200 people who came, which is kind of disappointing to the people who actually did come. But a lot of them actually didn't really want. Like, I think they wanted to do the raid, but like
it's so much work. There's even some people who from other states that went all the way to
the dude went from like a few people from Florida came.
Yeah, I'm like oh my God.
Yeah, but once they were there, I feel like I wasn't there, so I don't know what the conversation was. But I felt like it was like, nah, you do it. Like I'm following you. I don't want to die first. Like you go first. Like I felt like the conversation was like that. Like no one was drunk enough to actually do it. Yeah, so like at the end of it was kind of like a music festival or something. Like they all had fun. But
they didn't do what they're supposed to do.
No, but here's the thing. A couple people actually did try.
Oh yeah, and then you said they got arrested, right?
Well, I heard that there was one chick who was trying to like dodge and weave like the authorities, but then they just caught her and they kind of made her like an example of her. They just put her like in like I don't know how they did it, but like they kind of showed everyone like if you do this, you're gonna end up like her. But they didn't do anything bad to her, but they were just like you're gonna be locked up. And then there's these other two guys who are, I think one of them was arrested for indecent exposure, and the other one tried to assault. I don't know what he did, but I think he was kind of like more aggressive. Yeah. So like, people actually did try. Yeah. Yeah, like my friend actually brought up this idea where it's like it's pretty funny. He was like, maybe the music festival that they're having over here is a distraction. Yeah. Yeah, like while 10 people are like digging a hole under the fence into the thing, I'm like
to be honest, even if they get in
get into the compound.
Like on the compound, like you don't know where the Area 51 is, or you don't know the building.
Yeah, also like if you get past the wall,
there's another wall.
No, not just that.
They have something called. They have a outer wall,
outer wall,
and they have a inner wall.
Yeah, but also like if you get past those walls, like it's basically a maze. Do any of y'all have a map of the place? Yeah. And also, can you like promise me that there aren't like 20 dudes with like M16s waiting in the hallway where they keep the aliens? Like if they have aliens in there, don't you think they're going to be heavily guarded anyways? Like, if you get past the front gate, you're going to get shot. If you get past the second gate, you're going to get shot. If you get into the building, you're going to get shot. If you get to the door, you're probably going to get shot. Like,
you're not going to get in because it's locked. Because they have, I think they have, each employee inside the Area 51, they have their own card.
Yeah. And like, also like, if like you can't even get in the door, and you're trying to like do some like magic hacking or whatever, that gives you them more time to find you and shoot you.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no way.
There's no way. There's no way where you come out of this clapping that alien booty. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like also in my mind, in my head canon, it's kind of funny. Like, if this is all successful, like beyond all the bullets,
yeah.
Like, I always kind of imagine it as like, prom in high school,
yeah.
Where it's like, here are the girls, here are the guys, and they're just like kind of awkwardly like, oh, like. Like here we go. Like, no, you go. Like, you should talk to the girl. And it's like, I always imagine that with aliens. Like, here's the humans and here's the aliens. Like, they're both like maybe we should dance. I don't know.
Who's gonna go first?
Yeah, like I'm not drunk enough yet. I'm like, oh man, the Area 51 thing is so.
It started as a meme, and then
it started as a meme, but it came so much more. I love humans.
Like. It's stupid, but like
it's a good
I like the fact that people are actually down for doing it.
Exactly,
like, people would do some dumb shit.
No, but like I love humanity where we could be like as brave as a bear, but also as dumb as a sack of hammers. So like, oh my god. No, but like at least we got some good memes out of it. We got a good laugh.
Yeah.
And also,
nobody died. So
nobody dies from what we heard, but also it kind of gives us another reason why, if there are aliens, another reason why they don't talk to us, because we do kind of dumb like that.
Like, they're not even gonna waste their time visiting us.
Yeah, they're like, if they're like, oh, we should invade a planet and we should like conquer it and we should be like their overlords, and they look at us, they're like, they're not even worth it. They're not even smart. Like they tried to raid a whole military outpost full of guns, bombs, guns,
without
anything. Like with just like their fist and hope. Like, okay.
What is fist and hope gonna do with
guns? I can, like, there's enough of us. We're gonna take you. But like the dude on the 50, I was like, well, I got 50 rounds.
I have. Did the person who made the group?
Yeah, the group page. Yeah.
The group page actually went.
I don't know, but like
did he go?
I don't know, but like. He was saying, "Don't go, like don't actually do this." So I honestly don't know. Maybe he did go.
I was just curious.
I need to search that up later, and I'll actually put it in either a yes or a no. On this thing, and tell you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be funny if he just didn't go. He'd be like, "Yeah, I created this. I started this, but like I'm not that.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, like I did this for a joke, but like y'all dumbasses be like, yeah, let's do it. Like okay.
If I'm the guy who like made that group page, I'm actually gonna.
You feel like
bad. Like I'm like what?
No, but so you feel obligated. Like I have
obligated.
To go.
Yeah.
You're like I have to go
because you're the one who made it.
You're like I started this, man. So I have to follow through. No, but like that's also how a lot of people like end up dying, because like I feel like that's how a lot of these guys actually end up outside of Area 51. They're like, I signed up on Facebook, so I feel obligated to go, so they had to go. So I feel like, yeah.
I mean, it's social media. Like nobody cares. Like,
nobody cares. It's so
funny. If you
funny.
don't want to go, it's fine.
Yeah, who cares?
Like, who cares?
Actually, another one of my friends actually said something really funny. Like it's kind of like a festival, right? It turned out to be a festival. People end up having sex there, right? And it's gonna be funny. Like a few years down the line, some dude's gonna be like, oh, I was conceived on the Area 51 raid. I'm a 51er. I'm like, humans, man. Humans.
It's insane.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Area 51's so good. Like, it's over, unfortunately. But, like, it ended pretty well. It was pretty satisfying. So, can we just skip the iPhone 11 thing? So, just some recommendations that we have for the audience. For me, Left 4 Dead is one of my favorite games ever. There's actually, and I play on the PC, so you can play with mods. And one of my favorite mods sorry, we're all just finishing up. One of the favorite mods I like to do, I like to put on is, Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky.
You play Left 4 Dead?
I played it a long time ago. Like the first one.
In the game, there's like a little garden gnome that you have to protect, and it's like this tall to the table.
Yeah.
And this mod actually turns all the zombies into garden gnomes.
Oh shoot.
And if you actually play as what's it called, as play with computers, they're idiots. Like the computers are idiots.
Yeah, AI say
Like they can't aim that low.
Yeah.
So you basically like if you're playing with all bots and just you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like oh my god.
Yeah.
Like they can't go like that. Like it's crazy. But yeah, that's my recommendations. Do you have any recommendations
for games?
Well, for anything in life.
Just there's I really like playing Fallout.
Which one?
Fallout 4. But the new one, the Fallout 76.
Nah, don't do it.
Is it 76?
76. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's just like people forgot about it in the first month.
Like in the first month. Because also the people who did remember.
Terrible.
Yeah, like people who did remember had the sour taste in their mouth. They were like, nah, like we don't want this.
Like actually, when they first announced it, I was excited.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that it's gonna be a fully online game. I thought they're gonna add a co-op option.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. But like in my experience with Bethesda and their kind of history with online games is that they don't really do that well with them. Like remember Elder Scrolls Online?
Yeah,
not great. But like,
I mean now the Elder Scrolls like with
online's actually really good. But like at the beginning was
crappy.
Yeah, but like. Maybe the same thing can happen with 76, but like, yeah, before it's amazing. The gun work, the gameplay, the story is actually pretty good, amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it for our show. We are coming out with a new print issue, I think October 4th, and please check out our old stories. We have some pretty good ones there. We worked really hard. But yeah, thanks for joining us.
And check out the Skyline View website as well. We have more, news and
we're constantly uploading there more regularly than on print. Also follow us on social media. Just search up Skyline View and you'll probably find us. So
and follow us on Instagram too.
Yes.
Hanz Mathews.
Oh, and Marky_Bear.
Okay, we will put it on the screen. So yeah.
Yeah. Grazie.